Hi everyone, it's time to get real today. Day 1 was about energy and it being contagious. And day 2 was about presence and how it's the biggest gift we can give our kids. But today is really what shapes them and who they become. And we want to be the role models that they will follow. So it's how are you showing up each day? What are you modeling for them? Are you modeling honesty and integrity and resilience? Or are you modeling distraction and judgment and inconsistencies? Because we all know it's more than what we're told. It's what we see. We integrate that. You know, you've heard those sayings when people say, oh, they're just like their dad or they're just like their mom. You know, sometimes you feel great joy in that. And other times when you hear that, you cringe. So which is it, right? We didn't get all the qualities. Nobody's perfect, right? So we inherit those behaviors and those values from the people that we're around most. We are great influencers and role models for our children. And think about the qualities that you inherited from your parents. And some of them are fantastic, and some of them we spend a long time trying to heal because we don't want to be that person and portray those traits that we picked up. And so we have to be cognizant of that. We have to understand that how we show up every day for our kids, they're integrating that. They will become that, not just act that way. So are you showing them honesty? Or are you showing them the blame game, that it's somebody else's fault, right? Resiliency is huge, and it doesn't have to be big words. You know, that's the ability to bounce back. Use a ball analogy with them to say, you know, are you throwing in the towel because something went wrong? Or are you going to teach them, no, you got to pick yourself back up and try again. You just don't give up. What are you showing them? What are you teaching them? I have a simple little tool. I call it the MVP framework for our most valuable people that matter most to us in our lives. And it's the M is for model. Like, what are you modeling? Honesty or distraction, right? And the V is validate. Acknowledge when they do good things. Acknowledge when they show up in a way that makes you proud, right? You want to instill that goodness in them. Acknowledge them for their good traits and their good behaviors. And the P, it's about progress. It is not about perfection. We all have embedded things that we have picked up from people, good, bad, otherwise, you know. We just have to make an intentional choice to show up differently. Learn how. And it builds on everything. Energy builds on presence, builds on how we show up day after day, not in our words, in our actions. And this one hit home for me because health is the ultimate. Health is the ultimate thing that you want for your children. And I sure wasn't modeling that for mine. And that's pretty hard because it's what you want most for your kids, to live long, prosperous lives. And if you're not showing them, you know, my mom didn't show me that because she didn't know it. And I wholeheartedly, lovingly accept that she didn't have the tools in her toolbox. So I didn't have the tools in my toolbox. Well, I learned the tools so I could show my kids a different way. I wanted to break the cycle because if we don't, it just continues generationally. And we have the power with intention to change it, to reshape it, to show a different way of how you can show up and behave and give value to the world. So be mindful. I challenge you, pick one value today. One value. Honesty. Patience is a good one, right? And commit to being that way all day with your loved ones. And see how you feel. See how you did. Rate yourself. It's so important to celebrate the wins or acknowledge that I could do better. Progress over perfection, my friends. Okay? Share with me your results. I would love to hear. And if this is a struggle for you because you didn't have those role models, then reach out, because there are lots of tools and tips and tricks that I can share with you. And you don't have to do it alone. You're not meant to do it alone. So stay tuned for day 4 and keep track of your progress. Have a great day, everyone.